Morning, Piggy. Brr.
Morning. It is Burr. Woke up this morning, the thermometer said it was 11 degrees outside. I was like, oh. Had to get out in it, had to take trash out too. It was cold. But we got these big old jackets. We good.
I loves my jacket.
It's nice and warm, I'll tell you that.
It's a lot different from that other jacket I wore.
Right. Well, we're coming out of that place this way. They got this road fixed, whatever they was doing to it. They got it fixed. Open back up. So we can use this way again.
Yeah.
This part of it, y'all know well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was cold. We got the trash out.
Piggy got the trash out.
Well, you helped get it gathered up, son.
Well, I helped gather it up, but you got it out. I just put some on the front porch for you.
Right.
And I run back inside.
But I had a trash can up there on the stoop. Some of them bags, especially with cat litter, they get heavy.
Yeah.
And after last week, what I went through with it, I was like, never again. I'm bringing that trash can up to the stoop, so when we go to put trash in the can, just take it out to the stoop, put it in the can, and roll that sucker down there.
That's it. That's what they got wheels for, Piggy. That's what they got wheels
That's
for.
what they got wheels for. It ain't just for the trash guys. It's for the customer to be able to have it close to the house, throw it in the can, and roll it on out.
That's it.
Roll it, roll it, roll it. Oh. Well, folks. Oh, boy. I can't keep quiet on this. Some of those I like to watch other than homesteading and all like that. It involves current events. P. Diddy. Apparently back in the day, he got some trouble with some drugs. Guess who bailed him out and made him an FBI informant? Allegedly. Oh, Bum Bum! Got him set up for surveillance where they could film drug stuff.
I see a popo.
Yeah. Well, and also to get blackmail on folks.
Yeah.
Guess who one of them on them tapes got by his own setup? Oh, Bum Bum! And apparently that's where it came out about him and Jennifer Aniston. Oops, apparently she been there too.
Oh, boy.
Used to be everybody was all gaga over Jennifer Aniston. I didn't like her then. I didn't see the allure. She wasn't all that. Well, now we know why she got all hyped up as being all that, don't we? She got with the right, wrong people, boosted her career.
Yeah.
I'm betting it'll be over now. You know. So, there's a lot of other good things going on, but it gets down too deep into a certain topic. I'm not going to get that too deep into all that, but You know, like Shakespeare wrote in his works, what a web we weave when first we set out to deceive. Well, you know, somebody first set out to deceive.
Yeah, we went blurry there for a second, didn't we?
And they've been caught in their own web. So, you know, eventually, everybody pays the piper. Well, there's a lot of folks out there. It's fixed to come up payday. It's a coming. A lot of it's going to go down in ways that I've hinted at. You know, there's one general that's been fired and had his picture taken down out of a special hallway. Well, he ain't gonna be getting a pension. 43 years of service down the tubes because he decided to go with the right. There's another admiral, female, has been relieved of duty because she decided to keep going with status quo instead of following executive orders. Playtime over with, folks. It is over with. They some ain't gonna like that. And the only thing I can say to that is, folks, do some research. See what America's supposed to really be about. First off, we are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. Second of all, we have a military. Military is supposed to be there to protect our nation, but not only to protect our nation, it's supposed to be there to put a stop to things like what's been going on. And those at the top have decided to go along with it instead of doing anything about it. The only thing that can mean is they were getting paid on top of what they're going to be getting for their pensions and stuff. And I can guarantee you, every one of them is going to get a court-martial. And it ain't going to be pretty. Because the charges they'll face will strip them from their 3 and 4 stars on their shoulders to that of private. And if convicted, they'll be stripped of everything. There'll be no pension. So, the people that don't like what's coming and what has happened, you got to realize we are a nation of laws. You need to research for yourself what's wrong. And it's kind of like a lot of folks trying to make something out of what Elon did recently, trying to compare it to something else that was very, very bad in our world history. All I gotta say is if you really think that's what he did, you need to pull up a picture of what he did. And then look up a picture of the man who invented it and make a comparison. You'll find there is no comparison. And they're two totally different things. But because talking heads and say so, and people want to listen to what those talking heads tell them to believe, they're going to believe it anyway. There's deer over there.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't get it on camera, but when I turn it away, it turns the mic away from Piggy.
Well, you could have slipped it over there for a second.
It gets blocked by this thing right here every time I try to turn it to the side to do
Alright.
something.
One day we'll get that van fixed. We can drive it. You'll have plenty of room.
Oh yeah.
But, and I just tell you straight up, there was one of them talking heads on that side of things. Literally said it. They got ticked off because there was others revealing the truth and stuff. Didn't like it that those others influenced how all of us think, because then they said, and I quote, that's our job. They flat out admitted right there that they think they're the ones that are to tell us what to think. I'm sorry, I got a brain. I can make my own brain think. And if you ain't looking into it for yourself, and you're just going off of what somebody tells you to think, makes me wonder, has it ever occurred to you to use your own brain to think and say, I need to look into that, and not just take their word for it? Yeah, I've had situations where I took the word of somebody telling me something, thought there was no way they could be lying to me, so I defended them. Guess what? I was wrong, because it turned out they weren't innocent. You know, don't just take people's word for something and go with it and think you're on the side of right. You might find out you're wrong. And what happens when we're wrong? A lot of times we'll double down on being wrong because we don't want to admit being wrong. And then we build up hate. So we start looking at everything through the lens of hate. Show me some facts. Show me the truth. You know, I listened enough on both sides. You can tell when there's ones using double speak, like George Orwell's 1984, and folks that are showing you some truth. But a lot of times, people get geared a certain way. They're going to see things through a lens of hate, and they're going to always consider those they listen to as always being right, and not bothering to check into it for themselves, being lazy, not using your own darn brain to think for your darn self, because you want to hate. You don't want to consider the possibility that you're wrong. So you double down and increase your hate and increase your being wrong. You know, I listen to speeches over here, and I listen to speeches over here, and you can tell when something is right and when something is wrong. And if you can listen to some that are talking that double speak and think they're telling you some kind of truth, you've been fooled. You know, I've listened to the cackler. Makes no sense. And it's always the same. It's always the same nonsense. You know, if one can listen to that and think they're being told some truth, you are deceived. You've given up your brain. You've given up your individuality. So yeah, some of y'all gonna hate some of the stuff that's coming because y'all don't understand how things actually work. Y'all don't understand that we are a constitutional republic and not a democracy. Yeah, we have a democratic process, but there is a difference. That's why we got the Electoral College, because if we did it according to a democracy, there'd always only be one way. There'd always only be one end result. Because majority rules. That's why we've got the Electoral College. To get a better grasp of things. Now, I won't pretend to understand that part of it that well, but I know what it's for and why it works. That way, everybody across the nation gets equal representation. You know, it's like our military. It's a laughing stock in the world right now. Why? Everybody here has been lulled into thinking that you can lower the standards being in the military in order to be a certain this way and a certain that way. Well, that right there is just begging to be whooped. Guess what? Other nations ain't playing that game. And when we have to go fight them, we have to play by rules that they're supposed to. They don't. So, by lowering the standards, you get people that don't know what in the world to do. That's automatic defeat right there. You know, so I'm all for putting the standards back to where they should be. Now, anybody wants to be a part of a certain part of the military, hey, if you can meet the standards, go for what you know. But if you can't, don't be mad at it. Just know that you wasn't able to meet the standards. Ain't no shame in that. There's still the ability to be able to serve somewhere.
Hey, if you're gonna do that, just do like a lot of other countries do. When you turn 18, you have to serve at least 2 years in the military. Everybody.
That wouldn't be a bad idea here. Give everybody an appreciation of what it means to be in the military. And learn a little bit more history about the nation too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like all else, they leave it to freedom of choice.
Volunteer.
Volunteer.
We are the only country, I think, that has the all-volunteer military.
Yeah.
Everybody else has
Pretty much
inscripted.
mandatory.
Yeah.
So long in the military. You know. So yeah, I believe in standards. It's just like that participation trophy thing. People, you know,
That's the
that-
worst thing ever invented.
you know, make people think just because they participated in something, they get the same thing as the MVP.
I was raised up. You have to put in the effort to get the trophies.
I'm sorry. That's part of what the game is about. To learn how to play the game, learn good sportsmanship, and to know that if you want that nice big trophy up there, you gotta work hard
That's it.
to get that trophy. That's been part of the problem. Everybody just being given everything on a silver platter just because they exist. Well, that's a recipe for defeat. That's a recipe for lack of success in life. You know, right off the rip, there's been a lot of people destroyed because of it too. You know. But anyway, we almost home. We're gonna have us a little bit. Probably go back to bed. I'll have me some coffee and all like that. But somebody wove a web of deceit. They got caught up in their own web. Other things going on. You don't understand it. Educate yourself and learn about it so that you come to understand it. Don't just take somebody else's word for it, especially when they're idiots. Peggy loves you.